Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video on my YouTube channel. Today we're here for round 4 of the WOR Tier 1 season here at Britain. Yeah, I got invited by Luke to drive here as a reserve as, not all of the main drivers were driving at this race. So yeah, I was very much looking forward to the race, even though I literally practiced like one and a half hours for the race, as I just didn't have a lot of time. And yeah, we straight away head to our first run in Q1, getting the first few corners in. As I said, I had not a lot of preparation for this race as we slide out of the first sector. Not ideal at all, definitely cost us like a 10th. And yeah, finishing the first sector with a 0.4. First split, not ideal at all, missing the apex there. Also going a little bit too wide there, not hooking up the apex, turning the car as much as it would have needed. Yeah, I was just not comfortable with the setup all and all. Didn't quite get used to it in like the 2-3 lobbies I did, I think. And yeah, just the whole preparation wasn't going well. I mean, it was not a lot, so yeah, I can't complain too much now, as yeah, I just have to practice more for the next few races, especially quali. As we now go into the third sector, the lap was still not too bad for first banker lap. And Valentin Bruffer with a 25.7. Now driving into the last two corners, kinda had a bad entry into the last corner there. And yeah, finishing the lap with a 7.44.
I'm actually happy with that.
Yeah, as I said, I actually wasn't quite happy with that because yeah, 7 for banker is not too bad, even though like for sure the esports guys are driving quite a bit of better laps, but they just had more practice. So yeah, let's head into our final run of the first qualifying session. There was a stupid bump in turn 1, which, as you can see here, I actually managed to get it quite nicely. Still out of nowhere lost 400s. Yeah, quite weird. And here I already missed the apex by quite a lot. Also didn't quite get the car out of the corner here, and yeah, lost quite a lot of time, even though the exit wasn't too bad, as I had a quite of a big of a moment in the lap before. First sector still not good at all. Now going into Luffield. Now getting the car rotated way better, but then just being a little bit too early on the throttle, which loses me 700s in a split of a second. So yeah, it's just insane how fast like a lap can be thrown into the bin. And yes, we now go into maggots and baggots. I knew I had to fully send it to somehow get through to Q2. Staying in 7th gear, didn't prepare the corner as much as I should have done. Now already 1.8 tenths down on Valentin's lap. P13 in the moment, going into the last sector. Getting the car actually quite nicely rotated there, gained a few hundreds, but yeah, just impossible to gain that much time in the last two corners there. Had a little bit of a moment, but yeah, just...
Yeah, I messed up the first sector.
Yeah, just bad lap all in all. As I said, I messed up the first sector quite a lot.
Come on, please.
Yeah, now I actually was looking at the times of the other drivers.
Ricardo invalidated. Oh no, Isvan is gonna...
Yeah, Isvan was up like 2 tenths on his split, so I knew if he didn't mess up the last two corners, I will be out.
Oh, yeah, my first sector was so bad. I mean, it's not...
Yeah, as you can see here, I wasn't too disappointed, to be honest, because of the amount of practice I've done, and especially as you can see, Ricardo also out in Q1 as well as Jan Halliday. We all didn't do a lot of practice all in all. But yeah, after the qualifying it was just mind reset, and now we head into the race, starting on the medium tire compound, on the softer tire compound compared to the other guys. Actually getting quite a good traction from the start. Already going to the left check west with a horrible start, actually. Going around the outside of 2 people in the first corner. Now rooting for the left here, trying to go around the outside, touching the grass a little bit and losing the car there. Still somehow made it to stay alongside of Ruin there, and already gained 3 positions, which was crucial,
Everyone's
which will be
trying,
crucial for the rest of the race, as we now use a lot of battery to stay ahead of Ruben. The guys ahead of us are fighting very much 3 wide ahead, with Valentin now going on the inside of Lucas and me on the inside. They're getting squeezed by Will on the curb, but there's still enough space for me to drive, so everything fair and nicely done. The first 1.5 sectors, very happy with my start.
Such bad starts.
Yeah, I was quite wondered why everybody had such a bad starts, as yeah, I just overtook quite a lot of people. Now in P13 going into Beckett's. Brooklyn's now heading onto the hangar straight, using quite a lot of ERS maybe. I could have been able to overtake Valentin here, but just not to take too much risk in the opening lap. Shifting down into 6th gear, staying very close in his rear. First guy already pitting, I think it was Ismail.
Oh my god.
Yeah, as you can see, Czech slightly touching us in the rear, but everything nice. Ismail actually, I think, got a drive-through penalty, which like he started too early, I think, and then got a drive-through penalty. So yeah, quite unfortunate for him. Czech West pushing quite a lot, trying to go down the inside there, but we don't leave him too much space. Still enough space so he can still try to make a move, but yeah, now we are already still quite high on ERS actually, we need the ERS to defend from Czech, as we now go into the 2nd sector. And already from this point on, I felt like I had quite decent pace. I felt like we had a slightly disadvantage on the straights, but yeah, nothing more than that. That meant basically that we will have more speed in the corners. As we now go into the last 2 corners with Czech sending it on the inside. Luckily he couldn't make the move stick there. Jarno with the fastest lap now. Yeah, sorry for the mic issues, by the way, as we now head into Beckett's. Now trying to prepare the corner as good as possible, as I felt like I had a slightly bit of a pace advantage to Valentin, being in his slipstream, purple in the middle sector, using a lot of ERS, down to 30, down to 25 on the left now. Trying to get the move done around the outside, now in his rear, but unfortunately we couldn't make the move stick here. But yeah, it was a good, I was quite optimistic for the rest of the medium stint. Yes, the pace was looking very promising.
Yeah.
Valentin already regaining ERS, as you can see his rear is flashing. With Jack making a lot of pressure on us, trying to send it down the inside there. But we do not allow him to overtake, as he probably had like better pace than us at the moment, or at least was equal on the pace. So yeah, it was just very tricky to defend Jake, somehow try to attack Valentin and regain ERS. And then managing tires as well, as we now jump into Beckett's on lap 4, trying to prepare it better than the lap before. Now with quite a decent exit now, check 3/10 behind us, so we were able to get the move done now using 20% ERS now, and just be consequent going to the apex there, and we get the move done. Was very happy with this one, as we now behind Will with not a lot of ERS, so very important to try to regain quite quickly, but we already make some get some time to him. As you can see, he now is using a lot of battery on John, and I knew that I just have to regain ERS and then maybe do a move in the last sector, as it would be just stupid to go for a move into Cobb's corner, as they are both using a lot of ERS here. Yeah, as you might have heard me, there's no need of using ERS. Both are using so much, as my engineer also tells me. Yeah, that they were using quite a lot, so I just knew I had to prepare the exit onto the hangar straight as good as possible. Shifting now into 5th gear, rotating the car with the curb on the inside, shifting up into 6th gear, and John didn't have a chance at all. We easily can get ahead of him, and that's already P10, so very good position at this point. In the end, gained 6 positions in the first 6 laps. So yeah, Lucas with a massive slide ahead. So yeah, pace was looking very good on 70% DRS, as we didn't have to use a lot on John's overtake. As you can see, a lot of people fighting ahead. That meant they had to be low on ERS, or at least use quite a lot. As yeah, again, Maggots Baggots trying to just get the best exit as possible there. Shifting down into 5th gear, using a lot of ERS now, and then kinda had the feeling I had better pace than Lewis. Now sticking in his slipstream, trying to go for a move on the right, but there he left no space, and now going around the outside there and sticking it with 5th gear, he left quite some space there, so fair play from him. And now we actually get the move done on Lucas. He sends it into Lucas' will, and now Lucas sent us off the track. I felt like I had left him enough space. Yeah, but I still said, should I let him go through? I just didn't want to risk a penalty. And as you can see now on the bottom left, we actually get out of DRS, so that was not ideal at all. Lucas not going for move, which is quite clever, so we not lose even more time to the guys ahead.
I mean, what am I supposed to do? I thought he was not alongside me anymore.
Yeah, as you can hear me, I was kinda upset, as I didn't know if it was my fault, but now Lucas is going for the move. He had DRS, so yeah, it was just, I was happy with the situation now, as I knew he would have enough pace to catch up to the train again, and I just had to stick with him, which wasn't too yeah, too hard. As we now skip onto lap 15. The first people are gonna pit now. As you can see, I think it was Tamas and I don't know the other guy actually. I think it was Brandon. I'm not sure, but yeah, we had quite a lot of ERS at this point. So yes, it was looking quite good. Yeah, it was Brandon who pitted. And now on lap 16 we go into the pits. It was crucial that we have enough ERS, as it will be difficult to stay in the train after the pit stop. Now braking super early here, as I didn't know at all where to brake, so
very
just
safe, but
yeah, just stopped very early there. And now just a small time of like break here in the pits. First stint, very happy with it, and now it was just all about in the second stint. Was looking forward to it very much, as pace was looking very good, as we now do quite a good pit stop, actually ghosting into Lucas, so he must have had like a tiny bit of a problem there. But as you can see, Tom Manley in P1 with a massive gap to P2 actually, so he made an insane undercut. And yeah, now it was just crucial to stay with the DRS train, and yeah, it was just very good that the guys ahead were in the train of the leading cars. So very happy with it, even though I was quite yeah, it was still quite difficult to keep up with them, as they are obviously esports guys, and yeah, they just have insane pace. Now trying to rotate the car here with the fresh softs. Yeah, I was very looking forward to the last few laps now, using a lot of ERS, and as you can see on lap 20 we finally caught up, and yeah, Joris ahead on mediums, which wasn't an ideal strategy for him at all, as Lucas now going down the inside. As I mentioned earlier, that our straight line speed wasn't ideal at all, but I think Joris was on the same wings as us, as we got down around the outside now, shifting down into 4th gear, getting the move done around the outside. I'm trying to not push him out too wide, as I wanted to stay clean and not risk a penalty or something like that, as yeah, there was a massive gap behind Joris now with Czech. And yeah, now
how is he still so high?
Yeah, like I was quite concerned, as Joris had still quite a lot of ERS. And yeah, as we now behind Lucas, as he gets quite of a bad exit there, and I just said, let's go for it, why not just use all of my battery here and yeah, get the move done. And now we're actually behind Jarno, being on the medium tire compound, and as you can see how much we're already gaining in just one corner in Stowe. Now shifting down into 3rd gear, we have a massive tire advantage. We're sticking in his rear actually at this point, but yeah, now just a problem appeared that Jarno just had an insane straight line speed, which yeah, was basically impossible to overtake him, and I just didn't want to risk anything and ruin his race at all. Even though I felt like I had better pace, but I guess it was just tire advantage. So yeah, not ideal at all actually the position, as we can't go like move up
Okay.
the grid higher.
How much younger tires do we have to the other soft runners ahead of us?
Yeah, that was just my concern at the moment, trying to maybe look for something ahead if they crash, or just yeah, fight against each other. With Lucas in my back now, he's trying to get a move done or on the inside there. It was like the whole last like half of the stint was just insane, with Lucas being in my neck for 7-8 laps. Was hilarious. He just pushed me all the way, now trying to leave him enough space on the inside. Now pushing him a little bit wide, with which might get Joris a chance to overtake, but yeah, he couldn't quite get the move done. As we now skip to lap 25, Lucas now kind of a bit behind us. And yeah, it was just, I had quite a lot of ERS, but all of the others ahead had quite a lot of ERS as well, as they are obviously know what's going on. As we are pushing Jarno here through Laffield, going into Cops now. As you can see, Jarno just had insane straight line speed. He was always like gapping us on the straight, even though our tires weren't even that bad at this point. Yeah, now trying to get a good exit here. 5th gear, using quite a lot of curb on the exit there. And yeah, Lucas pretty far behind us actually at this point, so yeah, it was looking quite good. Shifting down into 6th gear, trying to rotate the car on the inside with the curb, and now I just knew I had to hope for some chaos ahead, as it just would have been too risky, and if not even stupid, to risk a decent result, an insane comeback actually at this point. And now we go into the final lap with a lot of ERS, and Jarno was literally just gapping us on every single straight. It was insane. And yeah, Lucas putting a lot of pressure on us there. As you can see, Alvaro going on the move down the inside on Tom Manley with the older tires. So I knew, I hoped for that there was maybe opportunity in the 3rd sector if they were using quite a lot of ERS there. And yeah, Lucas quite near now actually behind us, but my engineer told me that he had like 70% ERS at this point, so I knew I had the advantage. Just not waste ERS now, stupid. Going down into Cops corner now. On medium ERS, the corner was actually quite difficult, and we get the warning there. Not ideal at all, but yeah, and also quite low in ERS now, so yeah, not as I wanted to finish the Cops corner basically now. Going onto the last straight, going onto the hangar straight, I'm using all of our ERS, but everyone else is doing the same, so no opportunity there in overtake. And as you can see, I'm quite close to Jarno now. Tamas tries to defend on the inside and actually goes a little bit to the outside there, with you, which makes Jarno lose the car on the grass. Now on the inside, Jarno trying not to make contact, and we actually get P6.
Let's go! Fucking let's go! P5.
So yeah, I thought that I would get P5 because Tamas might get the penalty, but he didn't. So still P6, insane recovery from P16. So very happy all in all. Very happy about the race. I hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys at my next YouTube video.